Hello everyone, Siege Link here, back with a new episode of FTL. It's been a while since I've done this. I actually forgot I was actually midway through a campaign because I started doing I was about to say the Escapists, but it was the second game made by them, the Survivalists. Actually, might not be the second game made for them, but it was another one. And I'm kind of just in the mood for this a little bit more, and on top of that, this is something I can do kind of quickly, so I'm going to focus a bit more on this. So yeah, I remember picking the easiest starting ship. Got 2 NGs. I think this one starts with 2 humans. Yeah, so I got 2 NGs really quick. So yeah, everything looks good here. Could spend some global weight. Wow, this is a terrible starting jump location. I literally can't go anywhere. I'm pretty sure the wave should always be coming to the left, I will say. So you kind of go away from it initially, which is good. Of course, they spawn where my NGs are. I've got double shields, so let's just focus on. Oh my god, they're all mantis. Okay, get the health up. I forgot how low health those guys are, jeez. Okay. No, I forget. Do NGs actually do anything? +1 system level. That actually might be useful. So I have a free engine spot right now, but that could be useful later on. I just want to be starting to upgrade these lasers. Well, that was lucky. Let's go to the store first, and then do a little bit of a whip around. So what do I have right now? I have this. I actually don't know how early I am into this, but this is a pretty good one to get earlier. Wait, can I get double shield booster? So this one I've tested, and it's not quite that good. Cloaking crew teleporter. Let me think for a moment. Teleporter is kind of good for the final battle to get rid of the missiles, as I learned. I also really want cloaking for the final battle, so getting that early would also be kind of nice. Let me try to think of which ones. I want the battery. I've got the battery recharge. That just gives me extra points at the end. Extra charges. Do I actually have enough for both? 50, 20, yeah, 240 I do, actually. I've got 1 mantis. The problem with the crew teleporter is that even though it might be the best at taking care of the missiles, it's very, very hard to actually, like, multiple times when I've actually used it, I've left my guys on there to die because the specific cooldown of it. Like, I feel like the teleporter, unless you charge up to like level 3 or something, it's not good. At least to level 2. Like level 1, it's just useless. Your guys are always gonna die, especially before the final ship. You're not gonna be able to run around at all. kind of want to get this, but for the final battle, it's not actually amazing. I'm also not sure if two of them are really that good. It could be great later on. This is tough, because I can't get both here. That's going to be immediately useful, so I'm going to wait on the true teleporter. Hacking and cloak are the most important things right now for the final battle. Hacking, I think, is probably the number one most important thing. You hack the shields, and then you deal damage to shields while they're down. And then you take them out from there. It doesn't look like... Yep. I might have to swap my Mantis to the camera, because... it seems like I'm always going too far. Ooh, okay, that was iffy. Let's go there, and then I can hook back around through the small nebula. Another teleport. Okay, this one at least has, like, useless guys on it. Some there just coming up quicker. I'm gonna accept it just because I don't think I'm gonna get a better deal from killing them. Like, that was a lot of scrap just by itself. Okay, I'm gonna move him there and him there. So he can get all over the place for... he's gonna be better for boarding in that spot. Okay, that's not in range there. That's also not in range there, which is annoying. That's not in range, so I can go there, and maybe there, and then the exit. And if not, just getting one extra jump is nice. Yeah, plenty of space, in fact. Yeah, I'm even gonna go into an extra nebula. And yep, we gotta fight. Let's go for the weapons initially. Yeah, I should actually delay that, shouldn't I? Alright, now let's separate it. I should delay the battery and delay the cloak until the first hit. The cloak I was doing early because I wanted to prevent them from boarding. That extra fuel is nice, but with scrap recovery armor, I'm probably going to get a little bit better. I forget exactly how much scrap, but that was either worse or around the same. Because I got a little bit more scrap in exchange for less fuel. Well, it's not in this sector, which is good. Yeah, I can just go right for the weapons. I felt like I went through the sector pretty fast, so I'll go for the next one, but then after that I'll wait. So this path here doesn't really matter. Zoltan or civilian? I prefer civilian. I also kind of like with this ship going more hostile, to have more fights. Yep, there's a quest. Pretty sure it's not them, but we'll see. They also never go into the lore in this game. Something I've also noticed is that with how many different races are in this game, the Rebellion seems to be at least mostly human. At least in like the main like rebel ships. Which seems pretty strange, especially for a Rebellion that's as big as theirs. You would think they would have a pretty big mix. Especially because humans they're the most basic in this game. They're kind of like the most all well-rounded. They because like other races have like advantages and disadvantages, which is why people usually don't like humans that much. I will say that I hate Zoltan because of the weird, they just randomly swap up your energy, which is really annoying. If I had to rank best to worst, it would be between, I think, Engi and Mantis for the best. Zoltan might not be the #1 worst, but they're definitely the most annoying. Human 3, Rock 3rd best, and then Slug is kind of right in the middle. The Slugs are kind of like the Human, except like slightly better, I think. Specifically for Nebulas. Might lose someone here. Simply fire on the defense system. How would cloaking disable the defense system? How does that work? You got a lot of scrap from that. Is there a store? Okay, there is. I'm gonna save all I can, because I definitely want to repair and I want to see what I can get. We're about halfway, so I don't find it that necessary. If I took a little bit of a better look at the sector, it might help, but I think I'd rather just fight. Mine should shoot first. Alright, now let's split it half and half. That didn't work too well. There we go. Let's put one more on the shields. Make sure it's gonna repair it slower. Yeah, they were already dead. I feel like the game shouldn't allow them to surrender at that point. Like, when... If more shots hit, they will literally die. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, if they surrender, are they die immediately? Or what actually happens is it either, like, bounces off their ship or just doesn't hit them. There we go. Okay, so we got hacking. And now it's up to 3. That's a bit of a bummer. Now, this I was going to sell. It is kind of good. It requires, it can just disable things amazingly, but... especially the shield, but for 3 power slots, it's not really worth it. Drone recovery arm. This isn't terrible, but that isn't really my biggest issue with teleportation. This game I don't usually remember, or I don't usually recommend fixing everything unless it's pretty later on, because you can sometimes get free hull points. Okay, so I don't need a clone bait. What else was there? I have cloaking, I have hacking, don't want mind control, don't want cloning. Got the extra battery, which is going to help a lot with teleporter. I do still need another mantis, though, if I'm going to teleport. It's really just I want the teleporter for the missiles. Do I want to try to tank the missiles? Just kill them quick enough to tank the missiles? Actually, given the fact that I'm halfway and I haven't even found a better weapon yet, I definitely am going to need the teleporter. Yep. And now, let's just add a bunch of that. Now that will use a drone part, so I don't plan on using that until the finals. Or until much later on. I can go for an extra shield or an extra cloaking. I don't think the cloaking is really worth it right now. I also gotta be honest, I feel like when I hear that out of these 4, people go for door the most, or these 3 people go for door the most, I'm kind of surprised by that. I would usually think piloting would be by far the biggest because of this the massive invasion. And camera's kind of useful here and there, but not. I can agree it's not amazing because you can kind of just know a lot of the stats if you play the game enough. But doors, from the doors I've played, they just don't seem that good. If the final level prevents hacking of doors, then it's good. But other than that, they're just not that good. Like, I've had a bunch of scenarios where I've been, like, getting absolutely destroyed, and never have I said, like, oh, this wouldn't have happened if I had better doors. Okay, let me take a moment. Let me first look, because sometimes they do have, like, a store right afterwards. Okay, so it does just immediately go away. That's good to know. Oh, got a free guy. I wish you could, like, dismiss crew members at, like, a location. Now, can I man any of these spots? Can't do it with that. I don't think I can do it with battery. Yeah. Yeah, let's just keep them there. X is in the nebula, so I'm going to step out of the nebula once, and then I'll step back in. You guys got fire as well, huh? Let's actually go for the cloaking first, just because I don't want this battle to drag out long. That was 2 hits. You got quite a bit of fuel, too. I think I got hit by the fire. Too bad. You said I didn't lose any time. I also gotta be honest. Why, when it like takes away some of your energy loss, why doesn't prioritize why doesn't it prioritize oxygen? Like, why would it not prioritize the #1 thing that you need to survive? That just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, I can still reach for any of those spots, so I'll head down there. I want to fight. Especially since I've got extra battery. I should be able to attack first. Didn't mean to do that. Absolutely. That right there is one of the best trades you can possibly get in this game. If you don't plan on using missiles, that is. Okay, shields are completely down. Perfect. Don't really need the fuel right now, so... Yep, worth it. One more jump. Still at half HP, which is good. I think with how much I have, I might just do shield next. Yeah, I've got plenty. I'll wait for the next sector to see if there's a shop nearby, but in like the first couple of jumps, but especially because I need to repair as well. Rock Homeworlds. I like this design. There's a bit of a gap here, which is a little annoying. So probably like down here. Yeah, that seems good. The problem is we're at Sector 5 and we haven't gotten an upgrade gun yet. We've got all of our late game techs. But the problem is that like the guns help out much better earlier on than your upgrade techs. Like the teleport I'm not, and especially the hacking, because I don't want to use up my drone parts, I'm not going to be using until like the final sector or the final 2 sectors. So that's a bit worrisome. Yeah, the only one I've gotten so far is like a stun one that requires too much power to be really worth it. So that'll be it for this episode of FTL, and I plan to... Okay, never mind. I didn't think that save and quit. I thought I just went back to the main menu. My bad. But that'll be it for this episode, and I hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day.